going to set up your Facebook business page. And as you can tell, I went back in and fixed these, just kind of pulled this image in a little bit and made sure it all fit. And the same with this one, I just properly sized them. So the next thing you want to do is you want to complete your About section. So you're going to click on these three little dots right here, and you're going to say Edit Page Info. Okay, so right here you're going to put a short description. And for me, I'm going to say that on my podcast, YouTube show, and blog, I teach simple online marketing. Oops. To entrepreneurs and small business owners so that they can improve, or let's say increase their revenue. Increase their revenue. Okay. Okay, so now we've already filled in the category, and that was advertising and marketing. We've already filled in the phone number, and again, you don't have to. Now we're going to fill in my website. My website, I don't have one set up under this name, so I'm just going to use my regular one where I house all of these things. So all my podcast and YouTube show are all housed here. So I can say this website. If you don't have one, you need to check there. You check that box. Now my email address. How are people going to reach me? They're going to reach me at jill@jillwfox.com. Typing is not one of my skills. And save changes. Now, if you don't have an email, you're going to leave that blank. Now, again, I have a street address, which I'm going to uncheck this box because as you can see, it says customers visit my business at my street address. Hiding or unchecking this box hides the address from your page. I don't need that address on my page. I need it for Facebook to accept me as a business. I need to have some address in there, but I don't need it to show. So that was fine for me. Now a service area will be, let's say you are running a dry cleaners, or you have a florist or something, and you're in a town, you're in a big city, and you only service X neighborhoods, or you're in Orange County, California, like I am, and I might say I only service, let's say Irvine and Tustin, California. Okay, now I'm going to take those out, but you can do that. Otherwise, if you're like me and you serve everybody, regardless of where they are, then just leave that blank. Now on this, I've found that if you leave it checked as open on selected hours, or I'm sorry, on always open, Facebook is going to pester you like crazy to change it and fill out your hours. So what I do is I work every day. So I think it's okay that people contact me between these hours, and I usually even extend them a little bit. So I'll put that in and save the changes. Again, do the hours how you want, but I suggest you do put something in there, strictly because Facebook will drive you crazy and keep sending you notifications. Now, this temporary service change is really for the COVID-19 stuff. So if you don't have anything there, you can leave that blank. You can leave the impressum blank, and please leave the price range blank. This is the silliest thing I've ever seen. I always leave it unspecified. I'm sorry, not blank. Who is to say what a single dollar bill is? And who is to say what the $4 signs are? Who's to say what's expensive, what's not expensive? There is no rhyme or reason to this whatsoever, and it means nothing, so I highly recommend you leave it blank. Now, this is where you can connect your privacy policy on your website if you have one. Just put the web address in here. I think mine is just privacy, so hopefully that's the right one, and then hit the changes. Oh, you know why? A lot of times with websites, they require you to put the HTTP or HTTPS in there prior to the www. So yeah, see, that's what it was. That's what they wanted. Okay, now we finished that. So we've gone through this section here. So we're going to click the X. The other thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click that See More button and hit the About button. Okay, this kind of is going to give you a description, and you're going to see everything written out in front of you. Now, my address is still showing because it didn't accept my change. This is just how people message you. They can actually type it in as an address, believe it or not, and message you on Facebook. Your messages are right here, but we'll go into that later. There's my phone number. Okay, my category, my name. Now, the next thing I want you to do, and let me tell you, Facebook may or may not let you do this right off the bat, but if they don't let you, go back and keep trying this as you get more followers. You're going to hit Create Page Name. So for me, I want it to be, and for you guys, I want it to be the same. Try to use the identical same name all over social media. Try and be exactly the same. And if it's small enough, try to use your business name. Making sure I spelled it right, because you can only change this once. So you want to be really sure that you have spelled it. Yes, looks good. Okay, then hit Create Username. Oh, it did it. Now, just let me tell you, there are times it's going to say you're not eligible yet. And it may be because my account's been established for years and years and years, but you may get a notification there. But that's okay. Just go back and try again. And what this does is, let's see if it took here. There you go. So now if you look up here, this is how people can find my page. Usually you don't even have to put page in there. You can just do this and it should work. So it's just facebook.com/thesmallbusinesssocial. Let me hit that and just see. There we go. Yep, that's all you need to do. It's so much easier than a bunch of numbers and letters. And let me tell you, if your page has been active for a while and I'm just telling you about this for the first time, don't worry about changing it. Facebook will still recognize you under that whole big long silly thing they give you to start out. So if someone types that in, they're still going to be taken to your page. So don't worry about changing it. Change it though. It's going to look a lot better when you post it and when you share it and give it to other people. Next thing I want you to do is to add a button. And what this does is it gives people the ability to click on that button and do something like message you or book with you, find out more about your business, shop with you, all kinds of things. And if you're just getting started and you don't really know which button to pick the Learn More one. And just click on the Learn More here and click Next. And now you're going to put the link to your website right here. So I will save and then I will click Finish. Okay, now I want to hover over that Learn More. You see I added the button right there, and I'm going to click Test Button. This will ensure that it is going to the right place, and it is. Now there's one more thing I want you to do right now, and that is going to be to go into Settings. Now remember, you have to be on your page. Don't hit the settings for your personal account. This is your page, and you know you're in it because it says Page Info right here. Then go down 2 categories to Templates and Tabs. Click on that. Now what this does is line those little tabs up on the left of your page. So when someone navigates to your page, you see all these little tabs. I want you to hide the ones you're not using. Some you can, some you can't. So I'm not using groups, so I'm going to turn it off. It won't let me turn off community. I'm going to drag my About to the very top because that's the first thing people should see on my page. Now, I don't have any reviews yet, but I want to leave reviews on because I want people to be able to leave me reviews. I am going to take my photos and put it under posts, and I'm going to take my videos and put it under photos. I'm going to take my reviews and put that next. Let's see, so posts, photos, now events. I don't have any events right now. So I'm going to hit the settings and turn it off and get it out of there. I don't want a lot of stuff in this list that I am not going to use. So that looks pretty good. You can set this up and drag and drop however you want, whatever works for you. Just remember that you want to hit save at the bottom. Now we're going to go back where it says page right here. we're gonna take a look, and here you go. Here is how we set these up. Remember, community I couldn't get rid of, even though that's if you have a group or something. You might have a group. So for now, let's not worry about that. But now you're pretty well set up. You've done a good job. You've done what you need to do on here. So I want to have you guys go back to your Facebook page and complete all the information we went through here. Go ahead and take some time and get that completed. Once you've completed that, come on back for our next Facebook video.